Your ability to persuade others is one of the most powerful resources you will ever discover. During this eye-opening podcast, you'll join Wayne Sutton, founder of Neuropersuasion, as you uncover the secrets of influence based upon science and proven in the real world.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Your Persuasion Coach. I'm Wayne Sutton. Today we're going to talk about failure. And we posted an article on LinkedIn about this earlier, but I just want to speak to you about it. How do you view failure? Now, the cliche is there's no failure, only feedback. That sounds great as a one-sentence tagline, but let's really go deeper into this. And how you perceive failure itself. Do you see it as something negative that you never want to be associated with, or do you see it as something positive? Most people in the world simply don't like failure. I don't like failure. In fact, probably no one really likes it. And fear of failure is the main reason that why more than 90% of the people in the world are not prepared to change their circumstances. Why do people fear failure so much? The reason is really we don't understand the dynamics involved in success and failure. Everything we do in life, everything that you personally do has a right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it. When we do it the right way, we meet success. We have that dopamine rush. We get those endorphins flowing. We feel great. When we do it the wrong way, we don't feel the same. A lot of times that cortisol begins to drip through the bloodstream. We get into a place of doubt. But if we understand this, it's important because it puts failure in its proper perspective. Then we can remove the fear around it. When someone who doesn't understand this dynamic meets temporary failure, they give up because they think they're not good enough or they'll never make it. But is this really what it is? Does the fact that you didn't make it the first time, second time, or even the 10th time mean that you're not good enough? Does it mean you'll never make it? Not at all. It just means you have not found the correct method yet. So what do? You go back and try to find out where you went wrong. You analyze your activity, you analyze your behavior, and you employ a different method. When this doesn't work, you again go back and analyze. Look at everything you've done so far. Then you go and you interview, you coach with people who have made it in this area. Determine, maybe if there's something that you left out and you try it again. But whatever you do, you don't give up. Why? Why do you need to do this? Because every failure, every adversity, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. That's from Napoleon Hill. Let me read it again. Every failure, every adversity, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equivalent or a greater benefit. So if failure contains the seed of victory and of success, then failure can be beneficial. Failure teaches you what works and what doesn't work. When you study the reasons for your failure and you learn from it, you found the key to success. Now, I have heard this story from Thomas Edison so many different ways, that he tried 1,000, 10,000, 8,000. But the fact is, there was many trials that he tested. Many trials. And then he quoted, I know at least, whether there's 1,000, 8,000, or 10,000 ways that do not work. We have to be like that. Every successful person has had to overcome temporary defeat at one time or another. Everyone. In fact, I want you to think about the person. Think about a person that maybe a person that you idolize. Maybe somebody that you really want to work with or that you want to be like them. With me, I can think of that person. I see them clearly in my mind's eye. That person has failed also. You haven't really failed until you accept defeat. Do you envy those who get success so easily? Don't. Because their success is earned in spite of earlier failure. And you can succeed as well. Those who earn success know the road to success. They're not afraid of losing what they have because they've learned how to become successful. They got there by learning their failure, by analyzing layer upon layer of what works, who, not how, not who. They analyze all of this, even unconsciously, to get to where they want to be. Okay, so never let defeat be an obstacle. As you're listening to this podcast, you have many talents, you have education, you have the world of resources a fingertip away. So start working towards your goals and dreams. Start working in spite of failure. Never be put off by the fear of failure. Failure is an ally because it contains the seed of success. What are you working on today? How can we help you? Jump over to our blog, yourpersuasioncoach.com. Read our articles, check out our podcast, click on the button, work with me. I would love to get on a phone call. Hear what you're doing. Are you trying to persuade others? Are you trying to persuade yourself? Love to be able to get on the phone and help you. So jump over to yourpersuasioncoach.com. This is Wayne. I look forward to hearing from you. Make it a great day, and God bless.
Go to yourpersuasioncoach.com for more powerful resources on how to influence yourself, influence others, and impact the world.